Been an interesting holiday season for me for the second straight year. I had a girlfriend break up with me over the holidays. No. Thank you for the support, but it's probably for the better. Because neither one of them got along with my wife really well anyway. Obviously, I'm kidding. I didn't introduce him to my wife. One thing that breakups do is they can motivate you. When being broken up with can inspire you to try to go get fit and look good so you can get back out there and, you know, maybe even upgrade a notch. It's what the kids call a revenge body. Have you heard of this term, the revenge bod? So I've been working hard on my revenge bod. Unfortunately, at 44, it looks more like a Montezuma's revenge bod right now. Just a lot of back fat sliding from Bellingham down to Mount Vernon on a dead straight. Into backdrop jokes. Okay, good. One good thing, though, about my new body is it sparked a new business idea for me. I'd like to open an all-male, over 40 escort service called Rude Awakenings. Our mission is to put the spark back into your love life. And our tagline is, one night with a Rude Awakenings escort, and you'll go running back to that same old lover. So you did that perfect, by the way. That was great. So if that were how it went down, that would be great. So thank you for your support. There'll be more things to say, but I want to get some of these incredible comedians in front of you. They're some of my most favorite twisted people in this area. And we are going to start out. I am graced because my aunt and uncle are actually here tonight, and this first comedian I consider to be my creepy uncle of comedy. He has 3 names, which is reserved only for certain stand-up comedians, but mostly serial killers. So let's bring him out with a big round of applause, the handsome Glen Nelson Bristow!
Hello, Bellingham! Looking very good tonight. Not me, but there has to be some exceptions. And who here is in love? Like truly, madly, deeply in love? Him, but not her. I've been there. He wakes up every morning. Oh, I love you so much, my dove, my darling, my sweetheart. And she's like, that is patently obvious. Been in love before. For a while I was dating this woman, we lived together, and she was just this shining, brilliant, sparkling person, you know what I mean? So of course she left me. And about a month ago I saw her out in the town on a date with another guy, and it's like, you know how the ice sculpture looks at the end of the party? You see a jack-o'-lantern on an old man's porch on New Year's Day? If you're not willing to put in the effort for a revenge bod and go work for Sean, then there's always Schadenfreude. So I suppose it's better. I'm not really cut out for dating, you know, like I get nervous. Like, I got enough money to make it seem like I have money for about 2 weeks. Hope you like top ramen, girl. I got the shrimp kind, I got the spicy chicken, what you want? Anything for you, I'm Uncle Glen. Although don't call your lovers, don't tell them that you're Uncle something. That's Daddy's one thing, Uncle's. Just like I get nervous, you know, like after a couple of weeks that puppy love starts to turn into more like Chihuahua. You know, like she's always finding me underfoot, you know, chewing on her shoes, trying to lick her hand. Didn't her either. So. You know, any other guy comes within 10 feet of her, and I just get like, he's just a friend. He's just a tall, wealthy friend. Most of you meet each other online these days, hmm? Anybody got some online booty in the past year? Must be nice. I get stressed out. I can't fill out the profile. I get all these questions, and I'm like, that is all the stuff I don't want you to know just yet. Or maybe it feels desperate. Maybe that's because I'm desperate. But I just feel like online dating is like fishing, like way downstream below the dam. Trying to catch all the salmon that don't have the oomph to make it up the ladder. Excuse me. I couldn't help but notice that you look exhausted. Why don't you just spawn here and die? At one point, for the sake of everyone involved, I had given up on love and dating. Started spending some time at the library, reading a lot of books. I read that male gorillas spend 99% of their sexual energy chasing away rival males. They don't give a single thought to what might entice or intrigue the females, and I thought, I got silver hair all over my back, this could work for me. So a couple of Saturdays ago, I went down to Deanna's. It's a nice Italian place on State Street, and I identified this bookish-looking fellow sitting across from a beautiful woman at a table for two. I go up to him and I said, "Hey, bud, get lost! She's with me now!" And it worked! She didn't say anything. The waiter brought out the veal scalloping. Like nothing had changed. We had a great night. I often dine out alone. She's seen me. It's like, I don't know, it's been a couple of months. I'm getting sort of desperate. I wonder what his deal is. Well, save you a little time. Now you know. The other day I went to Dragon River, very nice Chinese place downtown here. But the lady in there looked crazy. Crazy. She gives me a menu, and I'm looking it over. I'm like, "Hey, I'll have the spicy beef." And she's like, "Are you sure you want the spicy beef?" Nobody likes the spicy beef. It's a family recipe, deep fried, very crispy, no sauce. Are you sure you want the spicy beef? No Yelp complaints from you. So of course I'm like, "Oh, yes, I'll have the spicy beef." And that's the story of me trying to find love. Thank you very much. I'm Glen Bristow!
Did anyone notice when Glen did the joke about, has anyone gotten any online bootay? Did you see the band? Yeah. Everyone in the band started sitting real still. Hashtag millennials. Our next comedian is one of my favorites. Just a couple words that come to mind when I think of him. Charisma, energy, that's sarcasm. If you think they're high energy, wait till you see the counterpoint to what you're about to experience. Very intelligent, very funny. Please welcome Kyle Engberg to the stage.
You guys, You guys ever wonder what it's like to be like super attractive, you know? See those people and they're just full of charm and charisma, and the sexuality just drips off of them, you know? It's really not all it's cracked up to be. It's a tough life, actually. Here's a perfect example, ma'am. If you would, my eyes are up here. I appreciate it, but I'm not here for that, man. I haven't been laid in a while. It's tough, actually, because I'm actually a recovering sex addict. And no matter what I do, I cannot seem to relapse. It's tough as a guy. You know, you go a little stretch without getting laid. I'm sure the guys in the band can relate to this. You know? Like you go a really long time without anything, you know, and you start, you know, things hit you a different way, you know, like you pull up to the drive-thru at Starbucks and you hear that voice come on the speaker like, "Hey, how you doing? Welcome to Starbucks. What can I get going for you?" Can kind of catch you by surprise, right? You're like, "Oh shit." 12-ounce mocha, please. No it? They're like, that sounds real. Like sometimes they do come off a little webcam-y, right? Like, "Ew, that sounds really good. What else can I do for you, Daddy?" Just throw some extra napkins in there. I'll be all right. You know, it's tough. As a guy, you go a long time without being laid, you sort of become a little delusional, you know? I used to think that anytime a woman was being nice to me, that she wanted to sleep with me, you know? Which is exactly why I had to completely stop calling my mom. Just, I know, it's terrible. It's sad. 6 years I haven't talked to my mom. Right? Anyways, what else? You guys know that game that you play with a young person where he has like a toy sword or a stick or something? If he hits you in the arm, you can't use that arm anymore. You guys know that game, right? I was playing that with my nephew a while ago, and he hit me in the arm, and I can't use my arm anymore, and then my other arm, and oh no, and then both my legs, and I ended up crashing the car. He was a good kid, though. I miss him a lot. Anyways, I'm happy to be here. I was a little excited tonight. I was a little anxious, and I ended up leaving a little early. And I don't like to admit this, but actually, I peed in a bottle. The baby's mother was not happy with that. There's no bathrooms on the bus, so you know it's. Starting to think I'm a little strange. I don't know. You get to a certain point. I don't know if anyone else wonders if they're maybe a little weird sometimes. Like I don't know how many. Like I like morning sex. How many people like morning sex? Yes. A few of us. Yeah. Now let me ask you: do you like it before or after the funeral? Or during? I don't know. If you're really into it. I guess I'm not feeling. You know, I sort of have a strange relationship with my parents too, and In fact, I don't even remember the last time I saw my dad's face, because he's a juggalo, and no, that's not true, actually. I'm close, very close to my parents, very close. Just down the hall. Yeah, I like my parents, you know, we have an okay relationship, but one thing, I think, you know, I'm at that age where I should be thinking about marriage, you know? And my parents, they divorced when I was pretty little and resulted in this big custody battle. It was really nasty, and my dad won, and my mom was forced to take us. It was really bad. Yeah, my parents, they were big potheads when I was growing up, and it's kind of nice though, because all the aspirations they had for me were like super doable, you know? Like the main one was for me to grow up and move out, and that's it. Stop killing the vibes, man, you know? And they're always super high. So instead of getting praised for things like sports or good grades, I got like 10 times the brownie points for things like finding the car keys or staying extra quiet during unsolved mysteries. You know? Helping Dad with his big test at work by peeing in his thermos. I could always tell when they had a really good week too by the way that my mom would pack my lunch, you know? Sometimes it was like perfect, PB&J, fruit snacks, chocolate milk. Other times it was like 6 grapes, a pair of sunglasses, and like a paper swan or something. And occasionally a thermos of my own urine. Thank you guys, I'll see you later.
Please welcome Ben Menard to the stage.
Okay, hello everybody, how you guys doing? Oh, this is fancy. I hope you guys have been feeling okay today. Personally, myself, I've been feeling blessed all day. That's just the name that she uses when she's working. That's not true. Her name is actually thing I made up that doesn't exist. I've never given money to sex people for sex stuff, but I do have a safe word. My safe word is password. Because I treat sex like a Yahoo Mail account. That's not even true either, actually. No, I am like so not kinky. I had to Google what vanilla means. And then I was like, ew, that's gross. I did have some new neighbors move in recently. They pulled up in a brewery truck, and I was like, yeah, kegger! Then they opened it up and it's full of furniture. And I was like, boo, decorating! You guys mind if I play devil's advocate here really quick? Yeah? Is that cool? Okay. Hey everyone, Satan is awesome! I represent him in multiple legal issues and other variations of the word advocate. Tell you a little bit about myself. If Helena Bonham Carter in Planet of the Apes has taught me anything, and she has, it's that you put lipstick on a pig But if you put lipstick on a chimp, I'm gonna think she's hot. I have my thumb on the pulse of the kids these days. I know the kids like the mumble rap, which is cool. I'm gonna be the mumble comic. Airline food. Men and women are different. White people be like, yup. Ringtone. We all know that revenge is a dish best served cold. My dog, however, seems to think that everything else is best served dropped on the floor. I have a teeny tiny dog. He's adorable. He's about 4 pounds. If you were to ever come across us in the street while I'm walking him and you do not explicitly say he's adorable, I will literally fight you in the face. He's teeny tiny. He's about 4 pounds, but like when I go to take him for a walk and I clean up after him, sometimes I'm like thinking to myself like, oh my God, I can't believe I'm wasting a whole grocery bag on this. And then I realized that I'm complaining about not having enough shit in my hand. Also, they say a dog's tongue is more sterile than a human's. It does not taste like it. A lot of people like to say their dog is really funny, but my dog does not get irony at all. Just straightforward squirrel jokes. Nothing too meta. I stare at him and I'm like, hey, what's the deal with squirrels? And I can tell he likes it. How about this? Here's some animal facts. A lot of people know that hippos kill more people every year than any other animal in Africa. Not as many people realize that those are all contract killings! You have no idea how high up this goes! All the way to the giraffes! Because they're tall! The hyenas are talking about it and laughing behind everyone's back. I don't know, that's just the noise hyenas make. I don't know, I'm not good at this. How about I tell you an amusing story about my roommate? The other day, my roommate was like, hey Ben, we are both disappointed with you and want you to move out and get a job. Full disclosure, my roommate is both of my parents. No, I did the thing where like you grow up and get a job and get married and move to the big city, and then I failed at all of it, and now my dad drives me places. I do this to give them date nights. It's worked out so far, like I've never come home to a sock on the doorknob. There was that one time I got locked out. That was a rough Christmas. My dad gives me a ride to these shows all the time, and like the other day he like dropped me off and was like, hey, how long is your set? And I was like, oh, it's like 5 minutes. He's like, okay, cool, have fun for 5 minutes. And I was like, yeah, you too. Parent sex joke. It's funny because they're 65 and they do it. I thought it was funny, that's cool. The other day, I decided to leave the house for the first time in like 2 weeks for something other than cigarettes. So I decided to shave. But I was all out of shaving cream, so I had to borrow some from my dad, which sucks. Because it had a very strong, distinct scent. And like, I don't care how much you love your father, no one likes knowing that you smell like what makes your mom horny. I don't care how much you respect it, no one likes knowing that one whiff of you is how they get going. And then the worst part is that they just keep going. Now, there was one time I got, no, I'm not going to go there. That's a joke. Okay. So, I would say it's been real, guys. But we all live in the Matrix! Okay.
Kris Anderson.
I'm kidding, don't. Okay. Wow, you guys are so beautiful. You're such a beautiful audience. Oh my God. You're so beautiful in this dimly lit room. Wow. Sorry, that's a compliment I got from Tinder this week. I thought I'd recycle it. Now I'm embarrassed because they're both here. I didn't have a three-way, it just happened twice. I get that compliment a lot. Is that weird? Is that bad? I don't know. Fuck, I'm out of breath, you guys. Between dancing and I had a strenuous workout earlier today, and I'm just, God, I can't catch up from it. I had the workout of my fucking life. I shaved my vagina. Let me tell you. For a thin woman, that is a feat. But for a fat woman, there's a lot of like holding things in place, trying to balance some shit. There's a lot that goes into that. And it's because Valentine's Day is coming up. And I know what you're thinking. Valentine's Day isn't for 3.5 weeks, but it's been a long time since I've done that. So I had to, you had to cut the brush back. And then you can get to what's underneath. I haven't shaved fucking anything since my birthday. And for you astrology nerds, I'm a Gemini, so. One person clapped. Happy June birthday. It's been since June. Okay. Speaking of astrology, tonight is a super blood wolf moon. I don't know what the fuck that means. I had to Google it 10 minutes before I came out here. Is it cool? I don't know what it is. But speaking of lunar cycles, let's talk about something more near and dear. People with a uterus, menstrual cycles! Where are my uterus bearers at? Yeah. Let's get to know each other. On the count of 3, I want you all to announce what day you were on in your cycle. 1, 2, 3. Somebody's at a very low number and I'm super sorry. Do you need a liner? I carry a Costco amount of panty liners with me at all times. I got you. No, I'm at that special part of my cycle where if I don't get my period by yesterday, I'm gonna panic. Oh boy, am I worried. Good God, what come may. No, I'm at that age, I'm in my mid to late 20s. I'm gonna keep saying mid to late 20s even when I'm in my 30s. Fucking don't check me on it. where all my friends keep doing this thing where they just keep having kids, but like on purpose. And I still respond the same way to that information like I did when I was a teenager. They're always like, we're expecting! And I'm like, oh, shit. Oh, fuck, are you gonna tell your parents? I stole the high school gym teacher's car. I can take you right now to the clinic. We don't have to tell anybody. He's not out for like 45 minutes. It's fine. We'll go, come back, and they can do they have an express lane. They're always super weirded out by it. They're always like, you're at my baby shower. Sorry about it. I just thought this was like a cool concept party. Like, welcome to my crib. Here's a crib. You're telling me all of this Hennessy is for me? Because I'm dope with that. I brought this Coke to share, but tentatively it's just for one. We'll see in the next couple days what happens with my uterus. No, it's a nightmare. I am not fit to be a mother. Hence all the Hennessy and cocaine, but I know that for a fact. And then I decided to go and get a birth control implant in my arm. You could touch it later, it feels real cool. I decided to get a birth control implant the week after the last election. So I didn't know what they were going to take away and how quickly. Right? I decided to do it the week after the last election because I didn't want to worry for the next 4 years about putting a broken condom under my pillow and just like praying the abortion fairy would show up. You guys don't remember that tale from when you were children? The abortion fairy. Your magic wand is a coat hanger. Is I the only one who was told this tale? Does nobody else worry about this? Is this my high-functioning anxiety? Just worrying about the broken condom under the pillow? I don't know. If we've garnered anything from this small interaction, it is that I am a good person. Or at least I'm trying to become a good person. I have a fucking affirmation journal. Because Pinterest has told me so. And my body has become a vessel for a Pinterest demon. All my friends keep having kids, and I keep making slime for tiny humans who don't respect me. So I'm the cool aunt. But I do have an affirmation journal. I write in it every day, and then every day on the way to work, I try and put good things into the universe. I try and speak good, because what you put out, you get back in, or so some hippie white lady with dreadlocks told me. I try and do it every day. Every day on my way to work, I go, I'm going to have every interaction I meet today with love and positivity. I will spread joy to others. I will have random acts of kindness in my day. I'm going to do this shit. I try every fucking day on my way to work. And then the other day I was driving and some motherfucker cut me off. So what came out of my mouth was just, pervert! Hear me out. It is not a racial slur. And it is not a swear word. But it carries the weight of both of those things combined. If you call somebody in your life a pervert, they're not like, what? They're like, what the fuck? Nobody is rolling up their sleeves going, no more Mr. Pervert guy. Right? None of my clients try to set me up with their son. I'm a hairstylist, not a sex worker. None of my clients try to set me up with their sons like, oh my God, you'll love him, he's real perverse. Nobody thinks that way. And I implore you to use it in your day-to-day vernacular, okay? It's a good word, it's good, it feels, you're not gonna believe it until you see it. On the count of 3, I want everybody with me to just scream the word pervert back at me. Can we do this? Are we ready? 1, 2, 3. Oh my God, say it, but like you feel it. Like somebody is trying to make you like recycle things incorrectly, Bellingham. On the count of 3. 1, 2, 3. Oh my God, doesn't that feel good, you guys? Doesn't that feel good and delicious and like heartwarming, like right in here? Doesn't that feel amazing? Doesn't that feel so fucking good to have like an angry, visceral, nasty pervert come out of your mouth instead of inside of it for once? You are no longer the cum dumpster, you are the cum dumpster. Thank you.
Too late. I already touched it. Okay, John Goodman. All right. You're out of your element. Guys, in light of current events, I'm actually going to start my set off with a little song. Brass band, if you know it, you can help. I'm not going to tell you what it is, but you can probably guess it. And I want you guys all to join me. Don't worry, the instructions are in the song. You guys ready? If you're kind of worried about what's been going on in the world today, clap your hands. If you're kind of worried about what's been going on in the world today, clap your hands. If you're kind of worried about what's been going on in the world today, and you'd appreciate it if it stopped real soon. If you're kind of worried about what's been going on in the world today, clap your hands. If you're freaking out about the fact that there's Nazis openly walking the streets murdering people, say, what the fuck? If you're kind of freaking out about the fact that there's Nazis openly walking the streets murdering people, say, what the fuck? If you're freaking out about the fact that there's Nazis openly walking the streets murdering people, and you think to yourself, who the fuck throws in with Nazis anyway? Are they supposed to be the bad guys? Like, hasn't everything taught us they're the bad guys? Like movies and books and TV and cartoons, like Captain America, he punched Nazis, and Bugs Bunny punched Nazis. You know who else punched Nazis? The Greatest Generation. You know why they're called the Greatest Generation? Because they got boats, and they went over to Europe, and they punched all the Nazis, and then when they were done, there were a few of them left, and they were like, everybody's punching us. Maybe we should lie low for a while, like 70 years. 2019, that's our time to shine. Let's wait till then, guys. Say what the fuck? If you're worried our idiot president's going to start a war with North Korea over Twitter, say impeachment, let's just move on. I'm gonna hit me. There it is. Strap in. I might do that once more. Or twice. Okay. You guys, the holiday season is over. Yeah, but the holiday spirit's still in the air. You can feel it. Go outside. The sun's still set at 4:30. But we all have a favorite holiday, and it's all the same holiday. All of us have the same favorite holiday, and I'm going to prove it to you right now. On the count of 3. I want you all to think right now of your favorite holiday. On the count of 3, I want you to yell it out. And it's going to be the same, I promise you. Watch this. Ready? 1, 2, 3. My birthday. My birthday! He said it. My birthday. Right. Yeah. He yelled it quick. Yeah. My birthday. October 21st. Yeah. Everybody's favorite holiday. Yeah. Libras. We're the best sign because we don't believe in astrology. Yeah, it's the best day of the year. It's the day that I get presents, and you all get to give me presents. And I say things like, you shouldn't have, but we all know you should have. My birthday. Yeah, okay. Hope I make it to another birthday. Actually, life's been kind of crashing in on me a little bit. I'm sorry, I didn't mean to do this. I had a set written, but I went to my doctor recently, a cardiologist, and we've scheduled a day for me to have heart surgery, and this is real. Tesla, can you give me a wah-wah? Thank you. No, but it's a thing I've been dealing with for most of my life. I've had a small heart problem, and I'm finally going to get it fixed. And it's kind of weighing on my conscience. I'm scared. I'm kind of excited. I'm worried. I'm thrilled. But mostly, I'm just kind of excited that somebody's finally going to see my dick since I started shaving my pubes. I mean, I'm going to wake up with so many phone numbers. They're going to be doctors and nurses. I don't care which. Yeah, they're making more money than me. It's going to be good. Finally, I'm going to have a fully functioning human heart just in time for Valentine's Day. Because I'm single right now, so it's just going to be, oh, ow, okay. Also, I'm going to be able to watch the end of My Girl and not laugh. Come on, though, who that should be? There's so many things in my life that I've had to stop doing because of this heart condition. I've stopped drinking beer. I've stopped smoking weed. I've stopped drinking coffee. And Washington State, where all those things are amazing! I haven't bought like a full bag of weed since I had to knock on a guy's dorm room door with a special knock, and he had a lazy eye. I didn't know which one to look into. He fucking smelled like dryer lint and body odor. He was still listening to Rusted Root. Like, that's how long it's been. My weed was full of seeds and stems. When's the last time any of you saw a seed or a stem? They don't exist anymore. You just be in your weed. You had to take them all out before you smoked it. And if you missed a seed, your weed just went away. There's things I haven't even tried because I'm worried. Like, when I get this thing fixed, you're gonna find me face down in a pile of matches like, I got a doctor's note! Woo! What's that crap? Bang it into me, let's go! I'm gonna be like David Crosby testing out a new liver. It's like, let's just see the limits of this thing. Go, where's the ceiling? I've also, just in case, I'm writing up a will. Just in case. It's a pretty routine basic surgery, but I'm writing up a will just in case. Like, I'm gonna leave my DVD collection to the year 2006 when they were relevant. I'm gonna leave my 2004 Hyundai Elantra to the park and ride at the end of my block. Turn it into like a habitat for animals or something. I'm gonna leave my unearned sense of white male entitlement to my brown female housemate you saw earlier, Kris Anderson. She's native, so it's really weird owning a house on land that's probably hers. Well, I think what I'm gonna do, even if I make it, I'm just gonna sign the deed to the house over to her before she starts like crocheting these special blankets. All right, that's been my time. You guys have been fantastic. Thank you for yourselves and the band and everyone.
Joel O'Connor, let him hear it. Come on. Stewart.
Everybody gets to be Ellen tonight. How's everybody doing? Yeah, so I lived in New York for a bit. I recently moved back. I feel like I kind of cheated though while I was over there. So while I lived in New York for a year, I worked at a kombucha brewery and drove a Prius. Did I ever really leave the Pacific Northwest? It's like that old saying, you can take the boy out of Bellingham, but he'll still be a pretentious asshole. You can be honest, did anybody laugh a little bit in their head just at the thought of me driving a Prius? That's alright, big man, small car, it's funny. The problem is that whenever you see like a small dude driving like a big truck or an SUV, everybody always assumes like, oh, you must be overcompensating for something. Doesn't work the other way. Nobody ever looks at the guy in the Prius and is like, oh, I'll bet that guy's undercompensating. You're just like, oh, I bet that guy can't afford gas money. I'm a big guy, I'm a tall guy, I like being tall. You know, the weird thing is though, there's like a lot of prejudice against tall people. You know, like everywhere I go, people want me to sit in the back at concerts, at movie theaters, right? And sit in the back. Where have you heard that before? 2019, I still have to drink from a separate water fountain. Oh, that's my favorite reaction. So I started, been going to the gym a lot, obviously. Yeah, like you don't just roll out of bed looking this close to being in shape. And this might not sound super PC, but I feel like going to the gym has made me realize we need to start body shaming old men more. They're too comfortable. They're too comfortable. Every time I go to the gym, I'll see like an old guy wearing like those short shorts with like the slit up the side. Like the gym shorts from the 1980s, when some of these guys were in their 80s. And again, like call me conservative, but I feel like there should be a rule that your shorts have to come like at least like below your nutsack, right? That's fair. I'm going to tell you about the creepiest thing I've ever seen. It was at my gym. And like to set the scene, this is like the hot tub area. You guys are like the gym, all the workout equipment. There's like a big one-way mirror here so you can look into the gym, you can't see back. So I'm back here in the sauna, and I see an old man. Who else but an old man? And we brought a chair and placed it up against the glass and was just sitting there watching people work out. Completely naked. Why are old men so creepy? Every time I tell this story, people are horrified. They're disgusted. I told my grandpa the other day, and he was like, so what? Are you all in a fucking club? And so this is the point where I try to like reiterate, like this is a 100% true story. I'm in the sauna, I see this, and I'm like, this is the creepiest thing I've ever seen. I've got to take a picture. It's this dark little room, the sauna, there's like a glass window, I'm like, okay, you know, I can low-key get a picture of my phone really quick. And I had gotten a brand new cell phone that day, and had not yet taken off the flash. So my cell phone goes up against the glass, explodes the room into a ball of light, everyone looks, and I'm just deer in the headlights, taking a picture of a naked old man. The creepiest thing I have ever seen in my life, and in a matter of seconds, I outdid it. People ask me, like, they're curious why I, like, started going to the gym, and, like, I actually remember the exact moment that, like, made me want to, like, lose some weight. True story again, I was walking out of Fred Meyer, and this dad and his kid are going into the store. And the kid's not following the dad, and the dad goes, "Jonathan, you'd better hurry up, or that guy's gonna eat you." Probably wasn't. And like, there's so much that's wrong with that, but like, let's break this down. That's a little harsh, right? Like, if I disobeyed as a kid, my parents might ground me, maybe I don't get dessert. They never said I'd get murdered in a parking lot. I like to imagine a conversation when the dad goes home. The wife's like, "Hey, where's Jonathan?" "Oh, yeah, he dawdled for just a second. So I let a cannibal run off with our only son." I've been doing a lot of thinking about having kids lately. I'm just not really sure where I'm at in my life. It's funny, I actually just had lunch with my best friend from elementary school, but then his principal kicked me out. But it got me thinking. It's like the cutest thing in the world, right? When you see like a dad and a son, they're like playing catch and bonding, and you see that, and I think to myself, like, maybe someday I would like to have a dad. I do have a dad, that's a joke. We never really get along. He's kind of like a hypocrite. Like when I was a kid, he thought it was really cute to get me a race car bed, but now all of a sudden it's concerning when I sleep in my Firebird. I think the reason I know that I'm not ready for kids is that my one reason that I really want to have a kid is so that I could have a son and name him Kris with a TH. So Kris. And that joke doesn't really get good until he's older, when people are like, "Oh, Kris, what does that mean?" He's like, "Oh, it means my dad's an asshole." That's what that means. I like to imagine, like, because in high school, all the bullies, the football players, the jocks, like, they'd have to say it, you know? They'd be like, "Hey, I'm gonna kick your ass, Kris." I'm a kid for that stupid joke, why not? I played a little football in high school. The thing that always like surprised me that I thought was weird about it were like talent scouts. I always thought that was like such a creepy, weird thing. You'd be on the field, there's just a guy with a clipboard, you know, and he's like, "Oh, this kid's amazing. If his knees hold up, he's gonna be a great wide receiver someday." Okay. But like, you never saw that with other professions, right? So like, you'd never be in home ec class, and there's just like a guy from McDonald's in the corner. Kid cooks a mean burger. He fails one more class, we're making an offer. And if you want to get really crazy about it, what about like the porn industry? Ask around, find the girl with the loosest reputation. You're like, "Oh my God, this girl's amazing. If her knees hold up, she's gonna be a great wide receiver someday." Ladies and gentlemen, I'm Jack Stewart. Thank you all so much for having me. Jack Stewart!
Benjamyn Lockwood!
for? I'm sure you've been on pins and needles waiting for this set. You think we need pins and needles? Like there was some guy years ago who was just on pins and nobody took him seriously. Anyway, thank you for coming. It's a great crowd. I did a show in Vegas a few weeks ago. It was not near this fun. Or maybe it was. What do I know? I also did a show in LA. Anybody like LA?
No.
I'm not a big fan of Louisiana either. They do have a couple of good clubs, and I did a show down there. Went really well. Actually, people were coming up to me afterwards, giving me high fives, buying me drinks. First time since college, I think, that I woke up the next day with a hangover and a sore palm. That's a joke. I didn't drink in college. Also did all right with the ladies. I may not have been Bradley Cooper, but I could hold my own, and usually did. All behind me now because I've been married for the last dozen years or so, which has been good. I think a lot of people worry about settling during marriage. I'm happy to say that's not my case. It's not completely as expected. I think my wife always figured she'd marry somebody a little more outdoorsy. I always figured I'd marry somebody a little more Asian. Perfectly become malleable as you get older. We have a couple of kids. Both were surprises. Both came early, probably because they did the same thing. These kids have changed my life in ways I did not imagine. For one, I now shower with swim trunks on. But it's two girls, so I had to quit going in naked as soon as they learned the word mushroom. That was the end of that. We also have a dog, and now my wife and kids want a second dog because they have no interest in a clean house or a savings account. And I like dogs fine, I just feel like they tend to dictate personality, and I don't need that kind of pressure. You know, like you get a Bernese mountain dog, and then you need to start filling your summer backpacking trips. My wife wants a pit bull, and I'm just not ready for a neck tattoo. And I like tattoos fine, I'm just a little particular. You know, like I tend to choose them the way I went about choosing my wife, you know. Looked at the options, tried a few temporary ones. And I just went with the best looking one I could afford. Now I just got open 20 years, I still want it on me. Anyway, I talk about traveling, which I've done quite a bit recently, but I'm back in Bellingham for a while now, and that's always nice. Coming back to our progressive little city, a town where everybody's encouraged to be as nonconformist as the next guy. Probably why we have the most coexist bumper stickers per capita. Well, I think I could argue on a binary level we're coexisting already. I get the sentiment, and that's fine. But I was behind a car recently filled with bumper stickers, which, side note, can we agree there should be some sort of rule that election bumper stickers should be removed a year after the election is over? Like, I get it, you want to get your opinion out there, but at some point, it's an attachment disorder. And I feel like most of the time it's unnecessary. Like, if you have the coexist and a Darwin fish and the shop local on the back of your Prius, I can do the math on who you voted for in 2012. I think it's time to move on. But I'm behind this car, filled with bumper stickers, has the coexist one. And about 8 inches below this bumper sticker is a second one that reads, "Doing my part to piss off the religious right." And I'll admit, I've missed the last few tolerance meetings. But which is it? Are we accepting people who disagree with us, or are we being dicks to them? Because I'll go along with it. I need a ruling here. I've been on pins and needles. working on a few New Year's resolutions. Not for me, for other people. I'm a giver. I think people should stop thinking they're so important and special. Like if you've ever started a post with, am I the only one who? No. No, let me stop you right there. You are not the only one who. It's just simple math. I mean, I get the self-esteem kind of thing we're running, but maybe we need to pump the brakes a little bit. Like, we can't all be special. We can't all be intelligent and interesting. Maybe to each other, not to the world. To the world, we're just getting older. And some of us are dumb. Next resolution, I think we need to take our jobs less seriously. Or maybe take ourselves less seriously about our jobs. Like, get a doctor or CEO, fine. I'm thinking like the guy who's cutting the prime rib at the end of the buffet line. Knock it off with the chef hat. Nobody's fooled. I say cut it out and let's make 2019 a little more honest. Thank you all for coming in. I really appreciate it.